Okay, yeah. So let's start with the simpler things, the Bitcoin and Ethereum. So as we talked about last week, you can see these markings. These are all the both the markings from last week. We knew when if the price broke that, or when the price broke that, we would have like a fast upside movement that we estimated last week itself. But this has been really great, uh, and upside of over 11%, 12% over the course of a few days, 3 or 4 days. It's really great for short-term trading, and on top of that, uh, the best thing about this is we didn't break signal once. Meaning, if we remove this, if we look at it, there was no breaking of signals. It got confirmed a couple of times. Here it got confirmed. Here it got confirmed. Here it got yesterday confirmed, which we talked about yesterday itself. But this is a continuous signal. So this is a single trade that is generating that 12% return, 12 13% return. So that's a really good trade. But seeing that this movement has happened, we might expect some slower price action on Bitcoin. Especially now that's it's again a very crucial resistance. So 42,000, as we talked about last week also, was the next barrier before 45,000. So when again this happens, if the 42 is broken, we'll quickly go to 45. It will not be slower. But before that, before breaking 42, it might spend quite a bit of time. Like this happened like before. A lot of it can even go on for a few days. Like before the 38 break, it spent a couple of weeks, 3 weeks almost at that range, trying to break it down. But we don't expect, because there is now the market is behind Bitcoin's rally and crypto market resurgence of some kind. We might expect the market to be uh, to be tapping into that. But it's been good. But we are not done yet, I don't think. So these are the levels we were talking about. 44, 40, 44. So, so these are the levels we long term we are targeting. But if we see in a closer manner on this area last back in 2022 and 2021, we will find that there is another support or resistance, depending on the upon the side of the market we are in, is at 42,000. So it's confirmed here, it's confirmed again here. It's got supported here. It got so back from January 2021 all through April 2022, we have had price action at this level, and price confirming the existence of a crucial area of for the price. So I think, yeah, you need to be careful again. So it's those kind of zones again. when we see the price breaking out and staying out, yeah, it will go to this area very fast and very smooth manner, like it did here. Uh, but apart from that, apart from all the factors, obviously, that are controlling the price action of Bitcoin or something like Ethereum or gold, there is a risk of element to it, uh, because all the indices also seem kind of exhausted. Nasdaq already seeing very uh, deep pullbacks. It's pulled back more than 350 points already, which is almost 2%, more than 2%, almost 2.5% pullback. So that's not really good in terms of future price action. The trend has shifted also to the bearish side for Nasdaq. Mm, Other indices like S&P as well, because way more distributed and less exposed to the tech pullbacks. It's holding 30. US 30 is obviously holding, uh, but they have kind of reached a natural stopping point, and we might see that coming into play as well. So that's also contributing somewhat on the Bitcoin part. But we know that when Bitcoin rallies, it rallies because people more and more people tap into that every day. It's kind of that FOMO thing working on as well. So it's very crucial that we can keep our like patience and uh, strategic approach open, not get swayed by anything else. So because we are bullish, because everything that is available to us to see, to follow, is telling us to be that way. Not like we are bullish and we are trying to find reasons to be bullish. We should not approach the market like that. Anyway, we have come far on that. Uh, let's go back to Ethereum, which is also, all these markings are from last week, and similarly to Bitcoin, when it broke to a new high, it boomed. So that's 2135. It went to 2175. So 140 point of upside, close to 6%, 7% inside a couple of days. So that's very neat. Now that that peak has been created again, Ethereum has been a little, as I said earlier also, it's been a little slower. It's not following its natural way of trading. That is, it is more volatile than Bitcoin. It is more active than Bitcoin. So whatever activities there is Bitcoin there is in Bitcoin, Ethereum has more than that, and the movements and the everything associated volatility seems to be higher in the past, obviously, but that's not been the case recently. So Ethereum has been a little conservative, and we have to approach it that way. So because we according to this strategy, um, unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum has changed the side. So on the super trend, if we look at it's changed the side. So we need a breakout of this. Obviously Fisher is very bullish, so that's not a problem. So what it creates is, it's a added layer of uh, uncertainty. So that's what we also need to be aware of when it comes to Ethereum. So if Bitcoin does mm, break out and goes into certain certain rally of some kind. We know that Ethereum will be behind it, but it will be important to time that movement as well, because the volatility in Ethereum naturally would have given us more opportunity be to be a little late and still make money. But for now, the, they kind of seem to have the same kind of volatility and same kind of price action. So it's equally important to time the trade as in Bitcoin and in Ethereum as well. So for Bitcoin, 42 and 45 seems to be the targets. But for Ethereum, if we look at it, let's talk about the targets. Why it could go. So that would be 2500 and uh, sorry, 2400 and 2300. So these are the levels I would be watchful of. If we go back to again 2020 and 2021 and 2022, uh, we can actually see them being confirmed a lot of times. So these confirmed, it's confirmed, it's confirmed here, it's confirmed here, it's confirmed here, again here, again here, again. In this case, the bar closes below, yeah, after being pulling up. So these two levels would be the next areas of interest, in my opinion. And if they are breached, then obviously 25, 26, even 26 would be a better level. So yeah, 26, 25, around that 26, 30. So these levels I'd be very interested in. If the uh, the Bitcoin rally to 50K, somewhere around that, which we talked about earlier as well. So it's something that like that. If Bitcoin is indeed heading to 50K, then we can look at a broader target like 2650 for Ethereum as well. So yeah, that's about it for Bitcoin and Ethereum. He's also asked about gold. So gold is, as I said yesterday, is pretty simple. It's not so that 2145, 2150 area which it reached yesterday. It's not a real value. It's a certain thing that happened due to the market uncertainty or at the opening of a new week. It was always going to pull back. It was not a value that truly represents the risk. So gold is a indicator of how much uncertainty or how much risk of uh, the market is, uh, or also it sometimes taps into that dollar weakness as well. So dollar is not that weak. So dollar was at 99 at a point of this year. It's somewhat at a respectable level at 103.5 plus. It's also not that dollar is falling. Dollar is slowly but steadily rising as well. So it's not that the Fed is extensively bearish or sorry dovish. Uh, they are still talking about long periods of constant rates. Uh, no hikes maybe, but yeah, no cuts either. Uh, they, mm, yeah, we might expect that the cuts will be there at some point, but there has not been too many official speeches that have confirmed something like that. So also there are no very the market is not very uncertain as well, has not been actually. uh, yesterday with the gold rise, market obviously fell, and the risk on market took a little bit of hit with the increased uncertainty. So there was no very like solid reason to go for gold to go to that kind of a high. Maybe some of it came from the mysterious disease again in China. Uh, Maybe some of it came due to the fact that the traders mm, like doubled down on Powell's speech, where he quote unquote called it premature uh, to have the cuts rate cut discussion, which I also believe it's not that it's premature to talk about it, but I don't think rate cuts are going to happen in the first quarter or even the first meeting in the second quarter of 2024. So that's something also, mm, also post gold up, the traders doubling down, that is that the Fed will cave, and obviously there won't be any hike in December as well. That propped up gold as well. So all these things contributed a little and little, and there was a there was a spike. It will not say that this is a solid move, but yeah, it was a kind of a spike. It happened in an hour or two in the early Asian morning session, where the volume or the activity is also lower, so the buyers could easily dominate coming into the market that earlier as well. But when the market like came back, everybody understood that this was not a fair representation of the gold's current stage, because if we look at it, the 2 year has not dropped too much. It's down 30 cents or something like that. 30, uh, not even 30. So it was at 4.9 for a long time. So it's just 25 basis point down in the if we talk about since November. So we have much less worry from that part as well. So 10 year is much lower, obviously. 10 year is has seen uh, a lot of downside, so 25 as well. But the inversion of the curve is still at 40 basis point. It's still going on. Dollar is slowly rising, so I don't think that spike was something to worry about. And like expected yesterday, it readjusted to the mean value of the price. Now it's heading lower. Even I think 2000 is going to be a natural stopping point again. But before that, we have supports all around, weak supports at 20, 10. So these are going to be interesting to keep an eye on. And also at the end of the week, the NFP is going to direct the markets, the gold's overall closing area of the week for the week. So I think that pretty much covers it. So if any questions are there on Bitcoin, Ethereum, or gold, or anything else, kindly let me know and I'll answer them. Thank you.